Bonjour. So it is time for the Fauteur. This is the tier 11 that follows on from the AMX M4 54, and it's not exactly worth the upgrade most of the time. Sure, the ability is nice where it gains lots of DPM, however, the actual ability to gain bigger alpha is kind of unusable. So in this video, we're going to go through all the stats, show you how good the tank is and also how bad the tank is, and see what it's all about. So first things first, we need to go through the stock base values of the Fauteur. As you'll see, this is the upgraded state because I do have it already upgraded. Everything is going to be in red, but these are the base stock values. You have 400 alpha damage, although yes, that will change with the ability. You get 267 standard penetration. The premium rounds being APCR give you 322. The HE rounds on this vehicle are 60 pen with 515 alpha. You have a 10-second reload time, which gives you 2,400-ish DPM. Again, this will increase with the alpha increase from the ability. 0.34 dispersion with a 2.2 second aim time along with 7 degrees of gun depression. This is a downgrade from the previous tank at tier 10, so it can feel a bit You have 2,300 hit points, which is not that great for what this tank is. 36 miles/hour forwards, 15 in reverse, and a 20.4 power to weight. The camo rating is irrelevant since it's a heavy tank, but you do have 400 meters base view range. As you can see on the left-hand side with the stock configuration, and then we have the upgraded configuration on the right-hand side. This means that your penetration for the standard and the premium round has increased. Reload time is slightly reduced. You do gain an extra degree of gun depression, which makes it in line with the tier 10 that you just played. Aim time has gone down, as well as dispersion going down, and because your reload time has decreased, you do get an increase with the DPM. Hit points is slightly better at 2,400, although still for this type of tank is not great. I'd be expecting something about 2,600 for this kind of vehicle, because when you go to the mobility side of things, yeah, you're still really slow in comparison to what you might be able to play at this kind of tier. If you compare this thing to an STK2, it's kind of funny how bad this tank is. The rest of the stats stay the same. View range has not been touched, as well as the camo rating, which to be expected as a heavy tank. Now, for the ability on this vehicle, it's a bit complicated. Basically, as you are going through the game, your alpha damage will increase. You start off at 400 alpha damage and you go up to 500 being the maximum. You don't have to do anything. It just naturally progresses up through the game. However, when you do fire, it will go back down. Think of it like the SDK2 heat level, but the opposite. When you do actually fire, it then decreases because the alpha damage has been used and you need to build it back up again. But the lowest that you're ever going to get is 400 and the maximum is 500, unless you click a button, in which case you then get up to 650 alpha damage from that 500, but the gun is basically unusable. It really does turn into an FE 4005, and it is not good in the slightest. This ability, coming from the tier 10 that you've just played with 560 alpha, if you played it with that gun, is a massive downgrade. If you played it with the 400 alpha damage gun at tier 10, then you probably feel like this is good and actually a decent upgrade. But if you played it with a big one, no. So you get punished massively for going with the bigger alpha damage, and the DPM is good because, yeah, it fluctuates and it's nice. So overall for the ability wise, it's okay as long as you keep it within that 400 to 500 range. Okay, moving on to the armor. Now, this is where it becomes both good and bad. It has a cupola, which is getting hit a lot when you're in-game, let me tell you. And there's also a cupola on the top of the upper hull, which is a bit of a problem. Especially at tier 11, everyone is going to be able to pen this. It's only 240 millimeters thick. Everyone will be spamming gold with 300 something pen. Good luck. However, you can side scrape pretty effectively, even against premium rounds here. It's still very, very good. And also, the fun fact of this tier, or this kind of line in general, you can bait the lower plate pretty well, but you just need to be careful about this bit here. So overall, for the armor wise, it's okay, but just don't expect it to go hold down and bounce everything, because it's not going to happen. A bit like the tier 10. I think if you already journeyed through this line and got to the tier 11, you already know what the armor kind of layout is like. Now, for the equipment, I need to preface this because this tank done my head in, and it's gonna I may go off on a little bit of a rant here about the vehicle, but it's gonna be needed because this is a review and this is a video about this tank. Let me tell you, I have loved the M454, and going to this vehicle does not spark joy. I was basically forced to use Bond equipment, full premium consumables, full premium ammo to make it feel like it was okay to play. Because in nowadays World of Tanks matchmaking at tier 11 especially, if your tank is slightly worse than the other tier 11s, you get punished. This is not to say that it's impossible to play with standard equipment, because I did so on the Tech Tree Showcase, which should have been out last week, which you can see, and I've done very, very well. But just sometimes the game doesn't let you do that. And it feels like you do need to just give absolutely everything to get even a little bit back from the game. Anyway, the loadout wouldn't change. Turbo, rammer, stab. They're the only things I recommend. You're way too slow to drop the turbo. You want to keep the rammer because DPM is kind of the only thing you have in this vehicle, and you want stab because, well, it's just nice to have. Maybe you could ditch stab for something else. Could go with vents, or you could go with hardening instead of stab. But the crew of this vehicle is pretty simple, nothing really out of the ordinary here. Commander looks like this, then we have the gunner, driver, radio operator, and then the loader. Right, good game, please. Embrace the good game. Right, here we go. My AFK victim at B5 is going to appear any second. I actually thought I could pen that, but I can't. And that was an interesting play from him. I'm not too sure why he keeps doing it. Ah, hello. Slightly annoying that I can't shoot him. He's just as confused as me. Look, he's wondering, where should I look? What do I do? Confusion. At least there's no artillery. I don't think... he doesn't have the gun depression to overpeak this. I mean... he's not having fun, okay? He's not having fun. Enjoyment levels are an all-time low for this Fauteur player. I have to be very careful, though, about the hacker and the imbattable to my right. If I overpeak too far, they just shoot me. That's not good that he's died. Do we have shots on this all the time or not? Yeah, semi all the time. Right. This Fauteur kind of needs to go. STRV is at the very back still. I'm not sure if it's worth me just peeking up, trying to take the shot and kill him. I don't have the gun depression for it, no. I can't do that. Alright, well, we just focus on these then. Nice shot, Max. Have you tried shooting the target? Have gun depression. Oh. I never thought I'd say this, but I do genuinely wish I was in an STK2 every single time I play this tank. Okay. That's dealt with. It's still the STRV as well. Imbattable? 2 imbattables. I'm just lacking gun depression. If this had like 10 degrees, it'd be much more playable. If it also had more alpha, it'd be much more playable. But that's a different issue. I thought that would pen. Well, no winning that. I mean, we've done 5.1. It's not a bad game, I guess, for this thing. Right. That's not good, actually, that he's pushed all the way up. Okay, I'm slightly stuck. 400 to the Leo. And to keep pushing back, though. So we need to try and make sure we spot the Leo. I mean, at least the cupola is somewhat hidden. Okay, we're safe from the Leo, which is good. The only issue is if the rat goes there, because I can't see him. I also don't out DPM a tier 03. Very good, very good. Ah, excellent! He's been introduced to my tank destroyers. Okay, that wasn't a very good shot. Ah, hello! Friend! Leo 120 is chilling. What we're going to do now is make sure that we load the alpha, and then we'll kill this. Okay, maybe not. Just shoot that just in case the Leo wants to try and peek. I'm not sure if he is going to. I also can't see him. I mean, we have 4K combined already. Oh, Leo is not wanting to peek at all. One into Mr. Rat. Aim at the Leo. Blackrock is pushing. Blackrock should kill him. I don't know if he has a double ready. Oh, the Blackrock will deal with him anyway. Rat has just fired. That's very annoying. Can you come and use your hit points, please? Oh, solid angle. Look at that. Where did it go? You're perfectly there. Well, no, you won't. Oh, look, maybe we should activate the ability. Oh, it looks great. Oh, I got 650 alpha now. Let's see if we can hit something with this ability. Oh my god, look at the aim time. What? It's unplayable. Oh god. No, we're not using the ability ever again. Oh, Hirschgaffer's there. Oh, a bit of spotting. Not bad. Do you reckon the STRV's still there? I don't think so. He's moved all the way to the back. Oh, he is! Can't pen him, though. I mean, yeah. You also need to remember, I am using, like, the best loadout, ammo, everything you can possibly get. And it's still painful to play. Apply. Okay, we go to the mid bit here, first of all. There seems to be a lot of tanks in the mid. Enemy team. They seem to all be at the mid, which is a bit worrying. Wow, they really are all in the mid. Look at them all. My rat is sniping. Oh, God. Mate. Oh, the penguin is very lost. Very, very lost. Right. Hello. I have arrived. Hang on, look at this. Look at this. Big damage. 650. That's probably the last time I'm going to be using that ability. It was risky even using the ability. That. Oh, wait. Ready? Ability. Badger did just shoot. Oh, 650, 560, 652. Reminds me of the tier 10 that I once played. Can't remember the tank name. No. Well, unfortunately, the Badger has now got into a position where he's really annoying. So we're going to go back. How's my rat friend doing? Oh, he's okay. He's now behind the mountain. Oh, the 430U is pushed. Do we believe we're going to get some damage done and win the game? I think winning the game is not going to happen. Alright, that's a big kill for that, actually. Oh no, SDK2. Please don't. You're just a better version than me. Thank you. The Badger and the Mouse are now here. Thank you. Wait, we could... Well, there's no point of really using the ability, is there? Badger is still there. Can I kill this hacker? It's kind of like not good. Almost game losing. Some of these shots. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm not going to pen an STRV from that. Maybe I can go back around and fight the Badger? Because the Executor and everyone else should have moved. So we might be able to kill the Badger and then move into the middle of the map. Because I need to get out of here. I can't sit here with the... what's it called? I can't sit there with artillery. So I need to move. All of these are quite low. The only one that's really, really healthy is the Hurry Free, and he's dropped all the way down. And I should be able to put one into this. Nice. So can I go this way? Yeah. Executor is on 500. The Hurry Free we know is at the very bottom, but he can come back up now because of the map changes. WZ should kill the Executor. Good. I'm not spotted when I cross. The hacker's going to go and kill the 261 because the 261 just shot. Let's see if we can maybe spot the STRV. Bit worried about the Hurry Through. I can't go up onto this unless they changed it with the update. No. See? Do you know what? My sniping rat, he had a massive, massive brain idea. Camp at the start, win the game. Just a humongous brain. That is what that is. 546. Very good. And I can put one more in before he goes into siege mode, which is excellent. And then we might be able to go and see what the Hurry 3 is doing. I can't survive a shot most of the time. He has, however, moved. Wait, has he moved into the middle of the map? He could be coming up to kill me. I mean, we're both one-shots for each other. Yeah, he was in the middle of the map. Oh, well. I mean, the Leo 120 should kill him, hopefully. Maybe not, actually. Okay, why is he just... Wait, why? What? What? Mate, you knew where he was! It's not like me, where I didn't know he was there. Oh, thank God. Well, I mean, 4.7, it's a win. It was 1-6 at that point. Oh, look at that. Apply. I never want to play this ever again. So, the Fauteur. I don't think that it's a terrible, terrible tank, but I do think that it is incredibly frustrating to play if you are so used to what the line is, because it just doesn't make sense with what's happening at tier 11. The cupola is a problem and absolutely massive, so you can't go super hold down like you could with other tier 11s or other tanks. But then again, you should know that and learn to play around that. But I think the ability is very gimmicky. You can never use the full alpha damage ability because it's not nice. It just doesn't feel good to play. That's the best thing I can tell you. It doesn't feel nice to play with. Would I recommend it? No, in its current state. I don't want to play this tank anymore. I don't want to grind the upgrades. I don't want to do anything with this vehicle until it gets somehow changed in some way, because I don't think it needs a buff. I think it just needs to be changed in the way the ability works. Buffing this vehicle would not do anything. It would just make it OP. But changing the ability to make it actually nice to play would be good. So yeah, at the moment, just avoid it for the time being.